Whoops, nobody guarding the gate. Gonna get a free tower. GG, son. Oh god, no, not Stitches! Oh my god, no, don't shoot me behind the turret! You son of a bitch. And I'm screwed. Yeah. So bros, Kobe Cheese here yet again. It's a new day and it's time for a commentary of Heroes of the Storm. Decided to do one of my daily quests. We're gonna play a StarCraft hero today, Raynor, which is pretty much on the free-to-play rotation every single week, as he is the first character that you try out in the tutorial, I believe. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, Colby, what the hell happened to your face? Well, let's just say I had a bit of a fall and I hit my face on the door frame. So that felt great. That said, I did not have too many good games today. I played like 4 or 5 games on Raynor. I don't have a lot of time. And so I was like, well, I'm just gonna take the best one that I've got, and it will be a good chance to show you guys how the game can act if you are in a pretty much guaranteed losing situation. And I'll talk more about it, but let's jump into the game footage first. Alright, so here we go. Raynor's actually a pretty simple hero to play. The cool thing about him is that one of his abilities is just a passive, which will heal you when you get lower life. This is the one that I personally prefer to focus on, and the talent tree. Now I can get more damage, as you can see, with Path of the Assassin, which is a very common one for a lot of assassins. But what I'll do is I'll take the one which gives me 50% more healing on my passive. So I'm just going to sit around here and wait and look at the map to see exactly what's going on. It appears like I will be most likely soloing the top lane. Now, based on the enemy team composition, there's probably around a 90% chance that we have no chance of winning. Now, that may sound kind of negative to you guys, but from playing the game for a little bit, I pretty much understand which heroes in the game are extremely overpowered, or at least which combinations of them are. We have 0 healers or tanks on our team. Actually, we do have a siege tank, but you know what I'm talking about. We don't have anyone that can soak up damage. Now, on their team, they actually have a healer and one of the best, in my opinion, tanks in the game, which is Stitches, and then they have a second support who also doubles as probably one of the best assassins, and that is Tassadar, and you've seen me do a video on him. Now, as you can notice here, I'm going to be up against this essential double assassin lane. They made Tassadar both a support and an assassin. Basically, he's 2 heroes in one. In fact, he can 1v2 people very easily. As you can see, I can't actually do any damage. I did miss my attack. Doesn't really matter. We do have Zeratul in there doing some work, so at least we have that on our team, although they have an enemy Zeratul also, so that's going to be a little bit of a misfortune if he ever comes to the top, because that's going to be almost an insta-kill on me. And Zeratul being one of my favorite characters, I kind of dread going up against him, but I love it whenever he's on my team and they know how to play him. Now, you'll notice they did take the shrine there, and of course this is Dragon Charge, so we have to control these shrines or they're going to get those easy turrets by taking over the dragon. Notice I almost instantly died there, but my passive procs at around 30% life, I believe, and it will heal you for, I think, 40% of your life. So it's really nice. Raynor is kind of, you know, mixed between a tanky pusher and an assassin damage dealer himself. He doesn't do as much damage as some of the other assassins. Oh, there we go. There's the Zeratul. He did come up top, and there's no possible way you can get away if Zeratul comes up on top of you. So, of course, I died. And let's go ahead and talk about some of my abilities while I'm running back. So my Q, you'll notice I shoot it out. It's kind of a short range pushback ability that also does a little bit of damage. It can shoot through enemies, so you can hit multiple targets with it. Does quite a bit of damage there. And it can be modified later on to either shoot further or do some other things like that, I believe. And my W is a active which will buff everyone around me. It's actually pretty cool because it makes Raynor into a pretty strong team pushing character. Now, I cannot really take advantage of that so much because our team comp isn't so much one that's going to be sticking together this game, as you can see. And so, pretty much, I'm just going to be buffing up minions and, of course, myself. I think I actually get the full benefit, and then the rest of the minions and the enemy hero, or sorry, the allied heroes, they get half of the attack speed boost. It's like an attack speed boost, and then I can modify it. Again, right here, it gives me move speed and a little bit more move speed based on how many heroes are around me. So if I have my whole team then I will get like this huge move speed boost, and it allows me to chase things down or just to stand back and survive. And whoop, there you go. Tychus is getting the boots from the Dragon Knight. We're going to try our best to actually finish. Whoa, that was weird. So not only did I get pulled by Stitches, but I also got kicked back at the same time by the Dragon, causing me to basically insta-die there. Now, I'm doing pretty well in terms of Team XP, but not really going to matter too much. Like I said, they've got actually a Lily on the team, which is the best healer in the game. She can actually keep an entire team healed up, and there's no possible way you can push out their team unless you have healers of your own. She's pretty much the equivalent of making your entire team invulnerable to damage, as you may have noticed if you had watched any of my commentary from my past video, which was on Lily. Now, this is probably a good time to mention that we are in alpha, and so there are going to be lots of imbalances. I wouldn't look too much into the balance of the game. Let's just more look into what the heroes are and what they can do, because all of these things are subject to change, as well as the matchmaking. That's another thing that I noticed, is that they have these huge XP bonuses for playing with your allies, but if you play a solo game, then you are going to be matched up with full pre-mades, and that's pretty much what I've been noticing today. Is I've been trying to solo in order to do this video, and I keep going up against really good teams, and we don't really have too good of an allies or have AFKs, things like that. Not a big deal. Let's not worry about that too much. I just want to focus on what is cool about this character. Raynor, although he doesn't look good because I'm getting destroyed against this enemy team who's already 2 levels higher than me, he's actually extremely powerful. Now, I just shot out my ultimate, and that is a freaking amazing ultimate for one thing. It actually calls up a battle cruiser, which rains down death from above, and can be later modified to where it'll shoot 2 targets at a time, and it can charge up a Yamato cannon, which will attack structures. If you know what a Yamato cannon is, then you'll probably be excited about that. If you don't, basically it's this big charged laser that blows things up. So that's all you really need to know about that one. Now, there we go. There's Tassadar. He can 1v2 people when he puts his ultimate on. As you saw, he almost killed us instantly. So we had to let him have the shrine. They're probably going to get the next dragon there, and there's not much we can do about it. Pretty soon here, if I haven't already, because I haven't been paying attention to what I'm doing here, then I'm going to actually modify my passive, which is the adrenaline rush there, so that when I press E, it will heal me automatically. I don't have to wait to be low life, and not only that, but it lowers the cooldown of it coming back up whenever I self-activate it. So that's really cool, and it's just a heal on demand. It makes me slightly a healer, and damn it, Stitches just loves munching on me. I swear that I am the target of every one of his ultimates. Now, that is not really fun, but hey, whatever. Do what you gotta do. Now we are 3 levels behind. We're pretty much, this game, like I said, is already over. We have absolutely 0 chance of winning with our current team composition. Of course, we have a Murky, and he's just kind of defending at the base rather than pushing. Not that he really has a chance to do anything else. Anyways, let's go ahead and put down the battle cruiser, and that's going to do a little bit of damage, try and push them out, and it's actually a pretty good method of forcing them to take lots of damage. There's no way I can get away. I got 4 people on me. I'm trying my best to fight as a team, but it's just not working out for us. As you can see, I get destroyed pretty much instantaneously. Now, the thing about Raynor is that as you start to level up, he works really well at kind of baiting out enemies to fighting you, because you appear to be kind of squishy. They can do some damage to you, and they can hit you really quickly, and if you have your teammates around, you're buffing up all of the damage and attack speed of the allies around you, and what you'll do is you'll run up, you'll start doing lots of damage, they focus you down just a little bit, and then boom, you pop that adrenaline rush, you get your health back, you shoot them back with your knockback ability, and you kind of get out of there. What this allows you to do is survive the fight and then go back in after they've once again changed targets after you've escaped, and it allows you to put down your battle cruise and put this huge basically zone of influence inside of team fights, and it causes a lot of disruption in fights. So right there, so imagine that little battle cruise in a team that's not so imbalanced at the moment, where we actually are able to fight and I'm not forced to solo 3 people, which is essentially what I'm having to do here. And you can kind of get an idea of the advantages that Raynor can bring to a team. So really good champion or hero altogether, even though I'm not really showcasing that so much here. But overall, I enjoy playing him. He's not my favorite, but he definitely has his uses. I prefer to actually have him on my team whenever I'm playing one of my more favorite heroes. But of course, this series is to showcase each and every hero, so I decided to bring this one to you guys so that you can get an idea of it yourself. And that's pretty much the game right there. They are going to be pushing down our final palace, and I got eaten once again. Like I said, Stitches loves munching. I guess he likes the flavor of Raynor. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed these videos, as always, make sure to subscribe. Give me that like button and post your comments below on what you think of Raynor. And I'll see you guys around next time. Peace out, bros.